In 1996, Native Instruments revolutionized the world of music production and became the pioneer of software instruments. Since then, a lot has been happening. Now, prepare for the next step in the evolution of music production and performance. Introducing Core, the first universal sound platform. Core is a unique hardware and software system that will revolutionize the way you produce and perform with software instruments. Core is a host that can load any VST or AU plugin. It can run both standalone or as a plugin within all major sequencers. As a plugin, it acts as a layer between your instruments and your sequencer. But what does Core do? Let's take a look at 6 aspects how Core will change the way you make music. 1. Use one interface. Producing music typically involves using many different instruments, each with a different interface and operating concept. Imagine operating all your software instruments with just one single interface. Now you can. Core loads all your VST and AU plugins and presents them in one uniform interface. The knobs and the buttons on Core's hardware controller correspond exactly to those in the software interface. Listen to this sound made using multiple FM7 synths. Even if you don't fully understand FM synthesis, you can still easily sculpt the sound in a way you couldn't before. All the NI instruments have pre-assigned easy access pages, all with the same intuitive layout. This means you will always be able to find the most important parameters in exactly the same place for any instrument, allowing you to start playing straight away. Assigning third-party plugins is simple. Click on the parameter and just touch a knob. That's it. 2. Find sounds fast. To find a particular sound, you have to open each instrument individually and search through all the presets. As most software instruments have a large number of presets, this process is often time-consuming and interrupts your musical workflow. Imagine always finding just the sound you're looking for. Now you can. Core features a unique sound browser that lets you find sounds according to their musical attributes, no matter which instrument is involved. Looking for a fat analog synth lead sound? Type it into the free search or use the attribute browser. Within a few clicks, thousands of presets are instantly filtered to only those that match your criteria. Double-click a sound from the result list and the respective instruments and presets load automatically into the Core rack. The sound is immediately available and can be manipulated using Core's controller. Over 11,000 presets from all the NI instruments and effects have already been categorized as Core sounds. Categorizing your own presets takes just a few simple clicks. Finding the right sound has never been as fast and easy. 3. Feel the software. Controlling software instruments with a mouse can be a real hassle. Even MIDI controllers can be frustrating because of the complicated assignment and low resolution, and because it's easy to forget which knob does what. Imagine being able to touch your software instruments like you can with hardware. Now you can. The Core hardware features 8 knobs with a 500-step resolution for a smooth analog feel. Because the knobs are touch-sensitive, the relevant parameters and values are displayed before you modify the sound. The bi-directional communication between the Core software and hardware means you can control virtually everything remotely. Use it to browse sounds, plugins, and presets, assign parameters to the controller, or change setups. Core's controller is also a high-quality audio and MIDI interface, featuring stereo in-out, separate headphone out, MIDI in-out, and digital out. 4. Play sounds live on stage. Playing software instruments in a live situation has always been a challenge. Assigning MIDI controllers, the configuration of keyboard splits and layered sounds, recalling complex instrument effects and layer setups have always been difficult. Imagine using the whole power of your software instruments live on stage. Now you can. If you use Core as a plugin in your sequencer, you can easily take your sounds from your studio project onto the stage. In standalone mode, Core is a perfect live host that integrates all the features you need for live performances. Load any sounds into Core and use the intuitive mapping editor to spread them across the keyboard. With the Performance Preset Manager, you can create a preset list for your performance. Core lets you switch seamlessly between different sound sets, ensuring the next preset is always instantly available. Core also features a dedicated live view, which offers a particularly clear overview of only those functions that you need on stage. 5. Make sounds compatible. When you create a distinctive sound consisting of multiple instruments and effects, it is usually extremely difficult to recreate that sound on a different system or sequencer. Imagine moving your sound setups between different songs, sequencers, and systems. Now you can, thanks to Core's new universally compatible sound format, Core Sound. By using Core as your standard plugin in your sequencer, you can load all your instruments and effects into Core and save your setup as a Core sound. It can then easily be opened in a different sequencer. The Core sound format doesn't just save a plugin's presets, but also keyboard mapping, sound attributes, controller assignments, and even embedded MIDI files. All this allows a Core sound to be as complex as this. But still be modulated as easily as this. Discover Core and discover sound, because now you can. Core, the universal sound platform.